Well, here we are, the very first Great Debate public access hangout that we're going to have. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to get everybody over here yet. So we only have about 15 people in the queue there. So any suggestions how we're going to port this over? By the way, I do want to tell that Pseudo was the first one in here. So he's my first. So he's going to always have that in perpetuity, although Ruth was the very first subscriber, so I can remember that. I posted in the Great Debate forum, but again, people aren't going to know that this channel is live because it doesn't have many subs as the other channel, right? So I have to figure out a way to actually get people to watch this one. So if you have any suggestions, that let me know, and if you want to be a manager, let me know. George, I had asked about spanners. I will be giving spanners to people, but it's going to be very, very limited, and it'll probably just be to the managers with some exception. Like Tyler Durden, obviously you get one. George, I'm going to give you one because you've been around forever. Oops, shit. You know what? I just moved. I didn't mean to do that. But it's going to be on a very limited basis.
Do I get to have some power too?
Oh no, you have been around in ages. You don't get jack shit.
Steve,
Hey,
can I have mods?
Can I have mods? Can I have mods? Can I have mods? You get mods in here? Sure. Yeah. Let's give you some mods.
You gave me a spanner on your other channel. Can I get a spanner over here too?
You never have asked for a spanner. Hey, Gary, how you been, man?
Oh, good. What's going on with you?
I am announcing the new Great Debate Community Public Access page. It's a brand account. So anybody can use this account, but they have to message me first so I can set them up with a manager account. But
okay.
So if people just want an impromptu hangout, they say, hey, you know what? Let's pop on the Great Debate Community and just like hash it out. I know like Rational Theist Matt and who was it? Negation of P. Like earlier, they were talking about something, and Tyler Durden said, hey, let's continue with that on a hangout. And I was like, well, I don't want it on my hangout, or my channel. So why don't we just start a Great Debate Community one? So
good. Okay, I was getting tired of talking to the crazy flat earthers.
Yeah, I don't deal much with them anymore, except for rum and coke night. I'll go mess with them, but I don't have any desire to do things that get with flat earthers. So I'll give you an example, guys. There's that guy, part-time vegan, who debated Red's Rhetoric the other day. I don't know if you actually watched the debate. I did, and I was in the after show, and part-time vegan had joined the Great Debate Community. Fair enough. Anybody's welcoming flat earthers, whatever, as long as they don't troll. And he just was not understanding basic science stuff. He was like trying to advocate the Lorenzian Aether model and Michelson-Morley experiment and special relativity is all wrong and all that nonsensical stuff we've all heard. And I try to explain to him, look, you think the Earth is flat, so I don't know if I really want to explain to you what a field is or explain to you, some physics stuff, most of which I don't remember a lot of, but. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance here. I want to see if you're at least intelligent enough to learn something new. And I gave him the old problem that I love, 1 = 0.99 repeating. And I said, is that true or false? And of course, he's like, oh no, that's wrong. I said, okay, look here's your test. I can explain to you in multiple different ways using mathematics, which is not up for subjective review, right? Mathematics is mathematics. 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't matter what you believe. I can explain this to you in detail. Now, you can either accept that. You can either accept that, and then I'll continue to carry on a conversation about field theory and gauge theory and all this other stuff, or I'll have to just recognize that you cannot learn anything. And of course, he balked. He said, I was wrong. He said, Nestle was wrong. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know what? You are incapable of learning, because if you're going to balk at basic math, you're certainly not going to understand anything about physics or reality. So anyways, Tyler Durden says, thank you. Don't worry, Steve. I'm actually qualified to be a manager at any customer service or retail outlet. Me too, actually. I very rarely decide to fire everybody and hire new meat for the grinder. Oh, well, sometimes you got to fire everybody. Let's see. I have a suggestion, Steve, from Tom. Keep the serious stuff to the new channel. Do rum and coke nights, flat earthers, and casual combinations on and TEBS on your old one. No, I see that the other channel is what's the popular channel. I mean, obviously that's got the subs, so I have to keep the actual debates on that channel because I don't have the subscription base to this one. This one, I mean, yeah, I could do the rum and coke night on this one, but who's going to watch it? This one's going to be just for impromptu stuff until it gets larger. I mean, I don't know how many subs it can get, but we'll see. But my main problem now is how do I advertise it?
Sometimes when I go through the Great Debate Community Google Plus page, people are having some really good discussions, and it would be nice to see them kind of hash it out. You verbally, of course, in a Hangout. Because sometimes the written stuff can just get really too long to read because the replies are just really long. And so I think there are certain things that are just better said using your actual voice,
I agree with you. That's one of the reasons why I set this up. I'm meaning to do it for a while. I had it partly ready to go. And like I said, Tyler Durden kind of pushed me over the line today to in a good way to actually make it happen. I've just been busy with the webpage and the wiki and everything else. So I haven't had time to set up this brand account. And somebody asked me, is this live? Yeah, Lamid, this is live. Apologia says, this is basically an unlocked rec room where Steve's friends can play while he's gone. Yeah, exactly. Or while I'm here. That's exactly what this is going to be. This is a rec room for the entire Great Debate community that I've set up. Yeah. But again, how do I get the people that have subscribed to me on my main channel over here? I guess the video I just put out just a few minutes ago would help, right?
Yeah, or you could just make like a quick short video explaining the point of creating this particular channel and its uses.
I could do that. I could do that. Yeah. I definitely think I can do that. But who wants to be a manager? Tyler Durden, do you want to be a manager? He's in the live feed. Pseudo, I'll even let you be one. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So
you're just always
share the
around.
link?
So. What, Gary?
So you can share the link.
You could anybody that has access to the account can start up a Hangout from it. You'll be the owner of the particular Hangout.
Right. No, but I mean, like, if you're in a discussion with somebody and somebody wants to join, it's okay to share the link with the public.
Yeah. It's up to you. Yeah, you guys are in charge, so you guys have to determine if somebody's going to be you should show them. Like, for example, I don't know Alfredo. I probably should hide him from broadcast till I validate him. What we'd probably have to do is set up certain rules because it is an account under mine, even though it's a brand account, who you allow in, right? Obviously have cameraman in all the time because they're snipers, but
well,
they can't snipe me.
I've been to the Flat Earth Hangouts, and the way they've actually found a pretty decent workaround. You usually just do it like out of OBS or something, and then you have the Hangout kind of off to the side playing. And if you get sniped or somebody comes in and tries to porn bomb, you can just close the window and you can't see anything anyway. And then
I don't mind that either, but the problem is one thing. I don't know if I can do live feeds on this yet. I don't know if I have enough subs to do a live feed. I think you have to meet some minimum criteria. But more importantly,
to go live.
Well, you know what? No. I guess that's okay. If people, you know what? I think that's actually is done, isn't it? Instead of them logging in like an event, they just get the key stream and they just do it as a OBS event, right?
Right.
Okay.
And
that
then
makes more sense.
Yeah, you can do the Hangout in the side. Anything crazy happens, you can close the Hangout and just start up another one. And it doesn't kill your feed.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
are you taking notes, Steve? Take notes.
I don't in my head. This is not that technical stuff. So basically, what will happen is if there are managers, they just set up the live stream. They put the information in. They get the key stream. They put it in their OBS, and then it just broadcasts the channel through the OBS or the key stream.
Right.
Okay. That's not terribly difficult. But of course, I'd have to find people that actually know how to do that. People have streamed before. Well, I mean, I got people that don't know how to do basic shit. So I mean, whatever.
I was trying to say OBS is pretty plain. It's not that difficult.
You're right. You see here, Apologia says next Hoven debate is King Crocoduck on Friday. Yes, and King Crocoduck is doing a new video tomorrow on his channel. Apologia made a wonderful, amazing trailer. That's going to be up there. I'm going to put a small version of the trailer, just the trailer on my channel at some point, probably tomorrow. But he's going to, Casey King Crockett is going to make a much longer video. Well, not much longer, but a video shouting out to other channels and actually tell people to come subscribe to my channel, Apologia's channel, and a few other things. Let's see here. Godless Cranium. Hey, buddy. I've been commenting on your video earlier today. I actually had, you're gonna love this Godless Cranium. I actually had a guy today. I actually was showing him some stochastic logic and predicate logic, and the guy said literally, "You're not using logic. You're just confusing people by using I don't know what he said." I'm like, "Wait a minute. I'm not using logic. So predicate logic is no longer logic." I'm amazed to find that out, but interested. So yeah, some of these people that are militant, whether they're atheist or theist, that don't understand something, they just automatically write it off, and it's just kind of annoying when you have a militant atheist said, "Oh, you're not using logic." Well, the hell I'm not. Now, if you want to continue to be illogical, let me know, but I'm at least trying to put forth a logical argument. Now, you can falsify that or not agree with something on it, but at least attack it from a logical point of view, right?
Well, you know, if you have any philosophical beef with someone, this is a channel to come to take it out on.
That's what I think. This is gonna be more like the muck, right? This is gonna be like Nadia's room probably at some point.
Oh my God! Don't.
No, not that bad. Not that bad. No. I mean, there's still gonna be some decorum. I mean, it's still a great debate community, right? I mean, this is supposed to be a reasonable conversation. In fact, the tagline I came up with that I'm TMing is a rational conversation in an irrational world, right? That's the tagline for the webpage.
Nice. I like that.
Have you seen the webpage yet, Odian?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I actually have it up here somewhere. Let me copy it in the internal.
I'm on my phone.
So we'll make a list.
So I can't.
We'll make a little list of roles and things of that nature for the managers. But I think you're right, Gary. I think the best way to go is through an OBS type thing, right? I think it's a little safer.
Yeah, it just keeps you from having to worry about the channel getting shut down for like porn bombing or anything like that.
I mean, they still could start a hangout like this. They would just do it as an off air,
right?
And not go on air. And then instead of going on air, they run it through the OBS. I mean, I don't care if they do it either way, but it's better the other way. Now you can't get porn bomb if you have a cameraman on. The problem is you just have to remember to have cameraman on. So go look at the Great Debate Community.com. I've showed Max Hangouts how to use it, and he liked it a lot. He was like amazed at how much work we've done on it so far. Tom says just use modus tollens. You mean modus tollens or modus ponens? It's not modus polens. Oh wait, no, I get that. That's a joke that somebody else used. Yeah, there's somewhere somebody said modus polens, and I asked, what the hell does that mean? I think that's what Tom's referring to. I know Tom knows the difference. Godless Cranium says that's true. You and Chaosism, who I really like. I like Chaosism. Should hash that agnostic thing out over here. I'd watch that. Yeah, no, I'm down for that. I like Chaosism. I think he's articulate. I think he's intelligent. I think that he has a good way to have a dialogue with people. I like that. He may disagree with me a little bit, but I'm thrilled to death that he can actually have an argument, and that's what I want to see in the Great Debate community. I want to go have decent arguments. Go, I haven't thought about that. Let's look at it this way, right?
Dude, this website looks nice.
Is it badass or what?
Yeah, this is nice.
It's going to have a forum section. It's going to have a wiki. You haven't been around, so you haven't seen the new wiki either, have you?
The wiki I checked out.
Oh, you did check out the wiki. Okay.
Yeah.
We are going to be migrating the wiki over to the new site. We're going to still keep the old one, don't get me wrong, but we'll have two wikis. Various reasons as to why. But how are people finding this live? I'm kind of curious. Did they just get it from the Great Debate Community webpage?
I think because it's linked to your YouTube page too as well. Like it's gonna show up in the recommended videos because that's what happened. Huh?
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, when I pulled up YouTube a while ago, on the previous live stream, it showed up for me.
That's interesting. Oh, hey, Tony, let me give you a different link. Try that link. Helena Handbasket says, make me a manager. You bet your ass I'll make you a manager, Helena. By the way, I still think I think Helena volunteered to be an editor for the Great Debate page. I'm not positive because she wanted to upload her own content. We uploaded one of your videos today, Helena, just as a practice exercise for Max Hangs Out. He did a really good job on it, so go check it out. But yeah, I want Helena Handbasket to upload our stuff, so she'll get full managerial thing to this web page and to the Great Debate Community brand account, which is this one. So I'm really trying to build this. I am not kidding when I say that I want this to be known throughout Google Plus and YouTube as the Great Debate Community. I want people to hear that phrase and go, shit, I know what that is. That's a group of people that go talk about shit. That's what I want. That's what I'm going for.
Nice. I'm gonna bookmark this and share it with a couple of friends.
Tyler says you posted on GDC on G Plus. Yeah, but I never see any response from G Plus. It's really weird. We have like 800 people in G Plus, and people will get like the highest I've seen lately is like 15 likes on a post, which is really weird. BJ Price says, hi all, except Steve. Hi, BJ. We talk about shit, trademark. Yep, exactly. Well, I mean, I made it clear on the welcome video that, look, we like to have rational conversation, but we have to recognize that it doesn't always exist, and that sometimes you just got to talk shit. It's just, we live in an irrational world, and part of being in an irrational world is having the ability to laugh at ourselves and other people, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think people take these conversations too seriously. And I mean, I find these conversations to be really fun for the most part, to be honest.
They're learning. You can learn something from them. I mean, every hangout, it's like, damn, that's cool. There's a lot of topics we talk about that I've never would have like even thought about years ago. Like, for example, just today I was on Gollius Cranium's webpage, or excuse me, his YouTube channel, and somebody had mentioned something about Clifford's principle. And of course, I know what Clifford's principle is now. I know what a non-evidentialist is or an evidentialist is now. I wouldn't have not known that 3 years ago. Not even close. I didn't even know what epistemic framework was 3 years ago. Oh, Bulldog says I lost my spanner. Do you guys really think I should get Bulldog 101 a spanner for this channel? The damage that could be ensued? Oh, let the world burn. Get moderator. I love Bulldog. I really do. Bulldog is one of my he's been around a live channel for years, and he just has one of the greatest ways of just putting people in check. There's Miss Helena. Welcome to the Christianing, the very first. Yes, it works. The very first Great Debate Community semi-public access webpage or YouTube channel.
Fantastic. Make me a manager. This is going to be great because we can.
So you know what I'm going with for, right, Helen, on this?
I think you're doing like a debate coliseum kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you have people who you share certain controls with, so that, for example, once you add me, I can start a hangout on this YouTube channel kind of anytime I want. And of course, we all know to be careful not to do it during somebody else in the lineup's time slot. But yeah, this is a great idea.
Right, perfect. Yeah, exactly. I think you know what's funny is most of us have this synergy with each other. We kind of all know what we're going with somewhere. For example, like the Great Debate Community webpage that my webmaster and I were on, we were just boom, boom, boom down the line, thought about the exact same things. We were totally on the same page. And then when I was talking to like Eduardo, I was showing him how to do stuff, and he totally got on board with the concept. Right. So I like the fact that most of us can kind of go, okay, I can kind of see what's going to go on here. And I know you can. So yeah, I think that's great. Also, I'm going to make you an editor of the Great Debate Community page, so you can upload your own videos. If you want, after this thing is done,
I can put the Alex Malpass series on there. And I could put
we put the first one on for you.
Russell series. Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, just as a training exercise to Max Hangs Out. And so we put that one first because I wanted something from your channel on there. And He attributed it obviously to you, but now that you're here, and after this is done, I can show you how to do it yourself, and you can just do it at your own convenience.
Sounds great.
It's a really
Fantastic.
good
I'm
series,
stoked.
Helena.
Plus, it's a lot of work. So if I don't have to upload your videos and you'll do it for me, I'll just use you for that. I'm fine with that.
I've got no problem doing that. I think I can figure out at least that much.
It's not complicated. I mean, literally, Max figured it out in about 10 minutes. It's really, really not. You just have somebody show you how to do it. I figured it out on my own, but it's easier if somebody shows you and then just do it.
Great.
Random Case says, good news, Steve. Your website has a 63% trust rating, but that's only because it's new. Yeah, give it time. It'll be like 12. Right. So who else in the live chat wants to be a manager? Obviously, Helena. We also have got to do some trial runs, obviously, and then figure out how to advertise the kind of thing. But do you know how to use OBS, Helena?
No, I don't.
Okay. It's not critical, but it would help. But I can show you how to use it if your computer is power enough to do it. If not, you can just do it as a regular Hangout.
Yeah, if we don't know how, we can still just do it like a regular Hangout, right?
Sure. The only thing is, if you do it that way, you just have to have a little more control. You obviously have to remember to have cameraman on, and you have to make sure that you're not giving the link out to anybody that you don't know.
Right.
Yeah. But I'd heard that they fixed sniping, so they can't snipe the owner of the Hangout. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because Reds got sniped the other day.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I don't think it's true. I think it's probably happened.
Well, but I mean, I've checked it. If you go to the outside chat, my name, the host name, doesn't show up in the feed anymore, in that little IM thing. So you can't snipe if the person's name's not there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Apologia says, I don't see why you would require OBS, whatever the Hangout host is comfortable with. Because with OBS, you minimize your liability for porn bombing. That's why.
So with the Hangouts, really the only thing you can do to minimize that risk is be careful with who you share the link with. Turn on the cameraman. When you first start the Hangout, put it on a 30-second delay so that even if someone does get in, you've got at least 30 seconds to kill the feed. And then the other thing is set it, once you get the cameraman on, set it to, make the person who comes in, I don't remember what they call it. Do not broadcast when the person enters. Mm-hmm. So then people enter and they look shaded and they're not broadcast. Those are sort of the only safeguards you have with a regular Google Hangout.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to write these things down, or I mean, I already know in my head kind of, but I'll just formalize it and put them on the Great Debate community page or somewhere else. But the mods will have a copy of it, so they can just go, okay, little checklist, right?
Right.
The Med says, so Steve, can you talk about what you want on the channel? Yeah, shit. You can talk about politics. You can talk whatever you want on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a community thing, so I can't really say what the hell to talk or not talk on. Let's see here. Bulldog, I love your new socks, Steve. So I made some as well. Okay, that's good. James says page looks good. Thank you. So you guys think the page is better than Ronnie's page?
I've never been to his page, I think.
Well, so far everything is spelled correctly.
The color scheme.
No one's hacked it and changed all the punctuation.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody tell me that it's just abysmal yet. So.
Oh, who's this Tony guy? I don't like him.
I know.
Who is
Tony's
he?
I'm part of the
Shady
cool
Tony.
club. What's up, guys? What's happening? What's up?
Yeah,
You're late to the
meeting
party,
with-
Tony. You're late to the party.
I always am. I'm technically inept, so it took me a few minutes to know what buttons to press. Keep on going. With
Well, the more people that use this, the better. I got to get this up to 10,000 views pretty quickly. So that's going to take a while.
Every time I hear this guy, Hunter Bailey just keeps popping up.
I told you they sound alike.
Well, me and that and Emil in the Hangout, I sound like that. I think I sound like him. So I don't know. We got a triple. What's it called? Oh crap! I'm getting yelled at.
Oh my god, it's got like 30 notifications of subscriptions.
Doppelganger. That was a triple doppelganger.
Yeah, if both of you were in the Hangout talking, I would be able to tell the difference, really.
Well, let's make it happen because I want to see if this is true.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell them apart, actually. If I'm tabbed out, I kind of have to think about it. So you
One's
guys
probably more intellectually superior than the other.
well, one's more theological than the other, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just coming up with so many ideas now for this new YouTube Hangouts.
Yeah, oh,
spot.
you can take it any direction you want. I think it's
Oh my
a lot
God,
of
we
different
we
things.
could do all those non-touchable subjects, you know, feminism,
Ooh, I'm used to not touching
Marxism,
things.
all that stuff.
Yeah, go nuts. Like I said, I'm so used to not touching things. So yeah, start touching. If you guys are curious of the upcoming debates, I did get an email from Kent's secretary. The King Crocoduck debate and Kent Hovind will be on the 21st at 5:30 Pacific, 7:30 Central on July 21st. But there's also some other ones. There's one on Thursday. It may be on the 27th, and that's going to be, you're going to love this, Kent Hovind and Negation of P.
Ooh.
On morality. Yeah.
Ooh, that'll be
morality is such a topic.
Yeah, I had a
There's
kind of a fight
we
for
don't
that
like
one.
touching.
His Negation of P, he's a moral realist, isn't he?
He's a more I was a moral analyst.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you know what? We can ask him next time I talk to him. But he's running this argument that he has. He calls GNOME, but I don't remember what it stands for. But since Kent Hovind opened the door on the Hangout about morality, he brought it up. I was able to open that door and kind of say, well, wait a minute here. You know, Kent wanted to talk about morality. Obviously, Bill Ludlow is not the guy to talk about morality. He's the evolution guy. So I found somebody that wants to have this discussion with you. And they said, we're not interested. But then the secretary wrote me back after I kind of like made a persuasive argument. She's like, okay, so how about this date? And both of them can join at the same time, Skylar and Negation, but they've kind of decided they're going to go separate because I want Skylar to have a debate with him too. So.
Yeah, and you don't want to scare like Ken off. It seems like he's pretty comfortable with you. And
yeah, no, he even said straight up he's happy with the moderation so
yeah,
far.
the first couple I was kind of like, oh man, I didn't want him to scare away, like, you know, but everything went perfect, you know. I mean, it got a little, I guess not crazy, but a little iffy with the whole tax thing. I was like, ooh, this might scare him away, but no,
he's used to people throwing that up there. I think he wants actually people go down that rabbit hole.
That's what I'm thinking. Just the way it is. Then he'll always throw his some kind of plug right after that or something.
I'd like to know what he thinks about the arc encounter from Ken Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll talk about that in a second. But Tyler Durden says we need to change the topic on the debate for morality because atheism doesn't have a methodology for making moral decisions. You're right, Tyler. It's poorly worded. I'll figure out a better way to word it because it's supposed to be something like, which is a better methodology to determine moral making decisions, Christianity or atheism? But you're right, atheism doesn't really have it's not a moral making decision system. But did you guys hear that the Ark is being sold?
It is
already.
Oh, it's not as good as you think. No.
Oh, okay.
It's actually being sold for $10 to Ken Ham's shill company to make it a profitable business because it was under a 501c3 and they're trying to avoid taxes.
Yeah, he learned that in prison.
Yeah, now they're shifting. Well, no, he didn't go to prison. This is Ken Ham.
Sorry.
Not Hovind, but he's doing some pretty shady shit by actually selling the property and making it now into a for-profit business rather than a non-profit to avoid paying millions of dollars in taxes. And the city's like, screw you. The city's like, wait a minute here. You know, we were promised some financial restitution for this, some financial gain. They're not seeing a gain at all. Matter of fact, it's hurting the educational system right now. But you know what? That's a win for Ken Ham. Ken Ham wants the educational systems to fail. He wants people to be stupid, right?
Yeah, the more inept people are, the more they'll, fall for the fakery, the tomfoolery.
You guys haven't heard that yet?
Wait a minute here, Steve. He's selling it from his charity to a profitable company?
Yeah, I can't remember the name. It's something called Canyon is the name of the company.
So how does that save him taxes then?
It's some kind of governmental taxes he's saving on. I don't know the logistics.
Okay.
I'm not
to do
a
with a
tax
charity
guy.
being sold to a. It seems like some kind of just a dodge. I mean, you can start off as a charity, and then once you get all the perks, then you can switch it over to a.
Yeah.
Public or private. It seems there's something's fishy there. It seems like there is, just in the way you word it. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's profit or nonprofit or profit or nonprofit or profit, whatever it is. I don't know. Go look it up. I just know they're selling it for $10 so they can get out of having to pay taxes. It's
I heard he was trying to get it to become a ministry.
That might be true too.
That
but
might be what
there's
he's
like
doing.
a 50% surcharge on each ticket due to taxes, and they're trying to eliminate that too or something. But if someone wants to go do some research on it, be my guest.
Yeah, but if it was a ministry that had become nonprofit and they didn't have to pay that, it's a surcharge. I believe it goes towards the emergency, like the police, fire, and ambulance.
Probably.
To help boost that up because, of course, he built this big tourist attraction in town, so they're going to need that.
Probably.
Well, they got to drop the ticket price somehow, otherwise, because really it's either that or go to Disney World.
No, Tony, he's got to figure out how to get 1 million people on that damn thing a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he doesn't care. I mean, he's made his money off of it. But Helena, find out what day you're available, and you could be the first one to actually take it for a test drive, this Hangout, and do your thing.
Sounds
And by the way, the only person who can do spanner is me.
And you can get notifications. Anyone who does it
spam
on
me,
the.
baby.
I did, girl.
Oh,
Way ahead of
wonderful.
you.
Nice.
Wait,
You've been spannered.
Does anyone who does a Hangout, a notification will go on YouTube or come to us?
What do you mean?
Like if, let's say, Helena starts a Hangout, and does she make it public to everyone in the Great Debate community? Or
Yeah, she would. What she would probably end up doing is she would post it in the Great Debate community forums, right, in the G+ one. Say, hey, I'm having a Hangout this time, and she'll post the video link, not the internal, but the video link.
The watch link.
The watch link, yeah. And that way, when people start watching, she can invite people as needs be, or obviously should have her guest prior to it too. I mean, if
And
Alex now pass, whatever.
These will be on YouTube also?
Yeah, it'll be on this channel.
Okay, cool.
It'll be uploaded as videos on this channel.
Okay.
But also, she could put a shout out to her own channel, right? I mean,
I
if
gotcha.
she's saying, "Look, I'm having a Hangout here. This is a Hell in a Handbasket for the Hell in a Handbasket channel. Come sub to my main channel. Let's have a Hangout on this." That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this has lots of potential.
I want everybody to get subs. It's not just me. I firmly believe that if I get more subs, other people get more subs, and other people get more subs, I get more subs. That's how I'm a capitalist when it comes to that, right?
Sounds good.
Reaganomics.
Well, that's kind of JFK, wasn't he? The sinking ship guy.
Yeah. A rising tide raises all ships. But like Paula Gia, shit, he's just up to like 2,800 subs now. He's way pulled ahead. That's great. I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
But he started shit. 4 months ago, he had like 100. So this is working. This is actually.
Well, he's got that Lucas money behind him, backing him. He's got that Lucas money.
Nah, he's not.
I know. I'm messing around. I was just joking, Paul.
But that is true. He was the head honcho for Star Wars Online, and Lucas was it IndianaJones.com. He was the head web guy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I do believe that the people in the Great Debate Community Network, all their channels have gone up.
I just came a fantastic idea.
Yep.
And I'm going to be using it. And thank you so much. Wonderful.
All right.
Such a
I will add you as a
Fantastic.
manager later on today. And message you on it. Okay.
Sounds fantastic.
Thank
got
you.
awesome eyes.
All right, I'll
too.
see you guys later.
Oh, she has awesome everything. Are you kidding?
Her eyes are so blue on there. It's got to be photoshopped.
No, she's
I
legit.
know.
Yeah, she's all natural. That is a woman, let me tell you, my friend.
As a woman.
And smart too.
Any day.
Yeah. And married, so. You know what? Let me get Wayne in here. See if he wants to come in here. Let's see here.
So people I was driving next to today thought I was crazy because I was listening to the Jeranism Reds debate again, and I was yelling at the radio, People are looking at me like, what the hell? I get really vocal and mad.
The only downside is that this account's linked to my other one, so every time somebody subscribes, I get a notification.
Oh, he's
So
going to get a
now I've
lot
got,
of notifications.
Oh my God, it's just filled up my inbox. But that's okay. Yeah, minor things, right?
Every notification is like a 0.01 of a penny, so let me think of it that way.
I don't know how many subs I got on this channel yet. How does it say? 47 subscribers already. Yes! We're golden, people.
You're making it. You're
I'm
really
making
starting
it.
something.
Being sarcastic. I couldn't tell.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it's a start. I mean,
Yo, I got a perfect tagline. This is a choice of a new generation. That's original too.
Is it?
No, Pepsi did it.
Yeah,
Pepsi did it.
Yeah. I by the way, I'm only like 10 subscribers away from 2,000 on my main account, so that'll be the next year or two.
I'm gonna create 10 throwaways and subscribe to you.
No, I don't want throwaway subs. I want real subs. I don't want to be like G-Man. I want the actual subs.
I can't wait for the party. What are you gonna do?
Get naked.
Rum and Coke night, I say. A big rum and Coke night.
Yeah, I like my rum and Coke nights. Hey, Wayne, welcome to the maiden voyage of the Great Debate Community public access page.
Hey, what's up?
So you'll be a moderator as well. So you'll have access to this account. So you can run Hangouts from here if you wish. Cool. If that's okay with you.
Oh, it's perfect with me. I just like I start my stuff on Monday, so I don't know if I'm ahead time, but
yeah,
if I do
it's okay.
Yeah. You got my message though?
I did. I didn't understand it, but that's okay.
I said, do you want to review some pseudoscience? So some guy basically said, oh, I know a guy who made a theorem and it proves God. And I'm like, sure, I'll look at it.
Yeah, I didn't open it up yet. I'm almost scared to. Wow, this is ugly as sin. Holy crap. What are you sending me to? I'm fucking blind. Dude, this whenever I see a page like this, I know I'm already dealing with a delusional mind. Oh my God, what is this?
Crap.
I want to see it.
This is like time cube bullshit. You guys want to see this? Seriously? Let me share this. Let me share this, and the outside feed can see this. This is heinous.
Let's see.
Can you guys see this?
Not here. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, red with blue. Okay,
no,
I don't want to hear anybody fuck with my color scheme at the webpage when people make shit like this. Okay,
no. Steve, this is not as bad as time cubism.
Actually, the color scheme is worse than time cube. At least I can read time cube.
Yeah, that's dark web right there. That's dark web.
God Almighty, grand unified theorem, nicknamed Kagut. Age of intelligence is life in heaven, while ignorance is death in hell. God Almighty, grand unified theorem, nicknamed Gut, has infallibly proven that all equations and all theorems originate from one invariant GI with orthogonal components GIJ and a divergence given by GIJJ0. Okay, so orthogonal components would be a perpendicular vector. I and J. This guy is an engineer. He's using J like I, Ij and K. You know what a complex number is. When you're using matrices, you use I, J, and K, but J is also used for I in engineering. So the only correct equation and theorem that unifies all mathematics and all knowledge, Gij, represents God's mind, which has the totality of intelligence. Sir Professor Stephen Hawking of Cambridge University concluded that in 1991 that it was impossible for God to reveal God's mind self, Gij, or it's G sub Ij, to any human being. Oh God, this is.
Yeah, I see assertion times assertion divided by assertion, comma, equals assertion.
Wow, you can even buy a book.
Oh, for $100, $200,
$181. Buy now.
Are you joking?
$199.
It better be better than a web page. It's red and black too.
Wow, that's just heinous.
Somebody may have done the math, but they're colorblind.
Yeah, making money off of God.
So what does the live feed say on that? I'm just curious.
180. Oh my God! I can't remember the last book that would be worth $180.
Live feed went silent, man. They're stunned.
Yeah.
I hope they're stunned about the 180.
They're just stunned. Yeah, Adam Lohr says quaternions are generally represented in the form A, BI plus CJ plus D, where A, B, C, or D are real numbers. I, J, K are the fundamental quaternion units. Yeah, and that's true. When you're dealing with, there's a matrix form you can find that when you're dealing with a I, J, K, whether you have 0, -1, 1. So a quaternion, which is almost like, it's similar to a split octonion. It's this type of a mathematical representation where you're dealing with these instead of having a real number and a complex conjugate or complex number or imaginary number of a complex number, you have a BI, you have CJ, and then D, it's actually DK. Yeah, so I, J, and K are it's similar to I. Or excuse me, J, K are similar to I. Yeah, it's been a while since I looked at this.
Jeez. I heard quad, so I heard 4.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is heavy duty shit. This is matrix theory. It's hard enough for people to understand complex numbers. When you start dealing with things like J and K, it makes it a lot worse because how you manipulate them is very difficult. But it does have a practical application. Split octonions are actually used to model the electron configuration in orbitals. So it actually does have a practical application.
So they're hiding God in confusion.
Tom's like, stop, Steve, we're losing viewers. I know.
Yeah.
Whenever we talk about anything like cool shit like this, yeah, people stop watching. We know this. Yeah.
It sounded like
you want to get the
t-shirt.
views out. Okay,
Yeah.
so like apparently Ronnie called the atheist experience and acted like an idiot.
So we go from Matrix to Ronnie.
Yeah, did people start watching?
Yeah, I picked up one
Quads to negatives.
viewer.
There you go. See, it works.
But I mean, if we want to understand matrix theory, we can always ask Ronnie, right? I'm sure Ronnie understands linear equations and all that stuff. Does he not?
Linear
lab.
line.
In her lab.
Well, I mean, he understands pi really well.
She.
Are we talking about pumpkin pie?
Yeah, pecan pie.
Any form of pie.
Any form of pie. Whipped cream on it.
But just remember, views are good. But I think that subscribers and views are good. But it's just, I mean, as long as people are entertained, I want to make sure they're entertained.
Listen, if I can learn a crap ton and be entertained at the same time, like, why not? That's the reason why I watch your shit, man. Like, I can learn a ton. Well,
I mean, have you ever heard of J and K as coordinate systems for these linear equations like A, BI, CJ, DX, or DK?
We're gonna look it up now, though. I know I will.
Oh, it's
It
legit
makes me
shit.
want
Yeah,
to
no. Yeah, if you look at the matrix tables, you actually can see what happens when if you multiply like I times I, what happens, right?
You get I.
Do you?
I don't know. Do you get J? Or do you get HIJK?
No. What I is the square root of -1, right? If I is the square root of -1 and then square root of -1 times the square root of -1, you eliminate the radical, you just end up with -1, right?
Now that you put numbers to it, I can get it.
Yeah.
The I's I didn't get.
Yeah. So I times I has to be -1 because literally you're just taking square root of -1 times square root of -1, and if you do that, you just eliminate the radicals and you end up with -1. So the J and K, you do the same thing, but you do them differently. So there's actually a matrix box that shows you how to multiply J by J or J by like whatever else you multiply them by.
Is radicals just like a smart way of saying remainders?
No, radical is the symbol for a square root. Anything under that anything under that it's called a verniculum. Verniculum. When you look at a radical, that little square root symbol, there's a line that goes over the top of a bunch of the numbers, right?
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen it before. I just never.
Yeah, think of the square root symbol, and there's a horizontal line that goes over like the number. That's called the verniculum.
Okay.
The verniculum means to include all those things underneath that vertical line.
Gotcha.
And so a square root is For example, if I say, what's the square root of 25? It's anything under that vernaculum, which is 25. And the square root of 25 is?
25.
Uh-huh. Now, a lot of people say 25 and negative 25. You know why that's wrong?
Why?
Because when you do a square root, you're only taking the principal square root. So if I ask somebody what the square root is, it literally means the principal square root. So the square root of 25, the principal square root is only 5. Now, yes, negative 5 times negative 5 is 25, but that's not an answer because you're only being asked what the principal square root is by default when you're asking for the square root. Now, when we're doing polynomials and you're asking for roots, then you can have like the 5 and the negative 5 because those are roots. But
I never realized how much I fell asleep in math. Jeez.
I'm surprised how much it comes back
must
to
have
me
missed
every
a
so
lot.
often. No, every so often things are back to
That's
me.
impressive. You remember.
I'm impressed that you remember all of this shit.
Oh, you know, I just fucking bullshit. Whatever. I mean,
I know.
no, I didn't go to school. I had to take math. Can I give Ronnie a sock? Whoever the sock is for playing to be Ronnie, can I give him a spanner just for all hell to break loose?
Yeah.
Okay. Trump Pearsism is now moderator for your channel.
Oh, is he in the chat?
Well, I mean, it's somebody.
No, it's a sock. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's someone we
But
know.
you know, we'll give a troll. We'll give a
Probably
troll.
Sam.
So
Yeah,
Adam,
it's
you know what
someone
Adam Laura, you know what a split octonian is? That's rare. You know. But yeah, no, I suck at math. I had to learn all that shit, then I forgot it all. I don't know
yeah,
how
it
to do
sounds
simple
like
math
it.
problems
Yeah, you
anymore.
sound like a real idiot. Jeez.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at math, look at EO or look at uology. These guys know freaking math, man. I understand concepts. If one of these guys says, "Okay, Steve, let me show you how to do this," and it's like using calculus or integrals, stuff like that. Yeah, I can get it because I've had it before, so I can go, okay, now, yeah, I know how to do that problem, but I can't do it off the top of my head anymore because I don't know the procedures.
Gotcha.
So Adam Lord actually knows about this shit. So Adam, am I right? If I say what's the square root of 25, the correct answer is only 5 because you're talking about the principal root. So the principal root is always a positive number. It's an absolute value.
There's a come on line with fractions. It's you look like a numerator, and then you go because you look good on top. That's all I know
good on
about
top.
math. Get it? That's what I know about math. That was it.
Yeah, Adam Laura's talking about as it relates to these things relate to string theory. Yeah, I have Leonard Susskind's book here, Cosmic Landscape. I'm trudging through it bit by bit.
Send it to me.
I've just been so busy with other things. What's that?
Send it to me when you're done.
You know what? I might. Yeah, I might just do that. It was a gift to me, so I might as well gift it to you. But I got to finish it.
As far as the website goes, I'm gonna tell the guy we looked at it, but yeah, I don't know what he's trying. What is he trying to describe? Like, what is he talking about?
Hell if I know. I don't speak bullshit. I don't know what half these guys are saying half the time. I mean, look at that guy part-time vegan. I didn't know what the freaking A he's talking about.
That guy.
He just was making no sense. He's a flat earther, right? So you're automatically starting at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah. It's just so mind numbing. Just really like
He didn't know what a field was.
I see flat Earth as religion, as an actual denomination, because there's
Just
different
about.
flat earthers, and globe Earth is the atheists. That's if I break it down like to theism.
Just
I
about.
thought.
Yeah, no, he didn't know what he didn't understand what a field was, and he asked, what's light propagate through? And I'm like, look, light is an electromagnetic wave. It propagates because it produces its own medium. It doesn't need what's called a Lorentz ether. That model was deemed non-parsimonious because of the Michael Morley experiment, right?
I know what you're talking about.
What, Wayne? So we didn't really need we didn't need an ether to explain it. Now we've understand that light propagates because it produces its own medium. So when he asks like, what's a field comprised of, like an electromagnetic field or electrostatic field, and I'm like, look at it, a field doesn't necessarily comprised of anything, right? I can have an electric field between two charged particles, and that field's not really comprised of anything. Yeah, there's what's called a force carrier, a gauge boson, but the force itself, the field itself, is just a mathematical space. It's basically a change of some kind of metric, whether it be like temperature or whatever the parametric you're using is, over an area of space. That's all it is. It's a field. And I tried to explain this to him both using scalar, vector, and tensor, and he just couldn't accept. He couldn't get it. I'm like, look, you think you've refuted Einstein's theory of relativity, but you don't know the difference between a tensor field and a vector field? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Who was it that said that one day the theory of relativity might be falsified, but it won't be by an idiot? Something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't remember.
How you want to falsify these things, but yet still you don't even understand them, or like the basics?
Hubris.
Well, they hope that we don't understand, or the person they're talking to doesn't understand it, and
Right.
they win.
You think so? In some cases?
Yeah, a lot of cases actually, especially with flat earthers. It's just,
That might be true.
They throw spaghetti on the wall and see if it sticks. That's it.
That might be true. I mean, but see, I'm nowhere near versed as these other guys, but I know bullshit when I hear it for the most part, right? I know enough to know when somebody's like, okay, this is complete bullshit. George Meyer says, Steve, how's it going getting Tracy Harris as a guest on your main hangout? I haven't tried to get Tracy Harris. I tried to get
love Tracy. Yeah,
but
I love Tracy.
Jen Peopleson messaged her on like Friday. I did, but I never heard back from her. I feel like I'm bugging her if I keep pushing her. But if I don't push her, I'll never get her on. So
yeah, you got to keep doing it because
she said she would.
This is getting bigger, so pretty soon people are going to have to come through you to get noticed on this forum. Just on the theistic, just all of this.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that can happen? She gets mad. I mean, she's the one that said she would join us.
Yeah.
I'd love to get Tracy Harris though.
Tracy's my favorite. She puts whatever his name is, Matt, into place. So
I know people that know her. I know the producer of the Atheist Experience. He's a Facebook friend. But we'll see what happens.
Sometimes I'll go back to the old AXP, just to see, good old days back when ideas were fresh. But now they've gone through pretty much everything. They've almost even worked out, solipsism to the point where it's like, what a solipsist calls, it's like, oh God, here comes another one.
Speaking of solipsist, True Bullshit TV's live chat. There's fake bullshit, but I am true bullshit. That's true. I gotta admit, they're Mr. True Bullshit TV. You are true bullshit. Yeah, absolutely.
So they're gonna have
everybody wants a fucking spanner now. Oh, Christina,
you can't give everyone a spanner.
No, but I got to give some people that've been around for a long time. Plus, Christina went back to work. She became a Patreon again.
Yeah, there you go.
She's like, so they go back to work, Steve. I'm gonna be a Patreon again. Okay, deal.
Guys, I gotta go. I'll be back.
Hi, Wayne. HT says HT wants to be a manager. HT, I might be stupid, but I ain't fucking retarded.
Not the HT, man. Not the HT.
Would you give the HT Wicks, though, a spanner for the HT Wicks to have?
No.
Tell the HT Wicks to give HT Wicks the HT Wicks a spanner.
Well, Tom, it's been several months since I contacted her. I think that's a pretty good time.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony said it best. If you did give a spanner to the HT Wicks would have to give it to the HT Wicks.
Yeah.
He couldn't give it to the HT Wicks though.
Double, triple.
Yeah.
Yeah. EET meal, eat meal. Spanish just means mod control in the live chat. That little blue wrench. That's all. Not as prestigious as people make it out to be.
You will be surprised.
Yeah, I guess so.
There have been people in the past who lorded it over people.
I actually had somebody leave my channel because I gave somebody a spanner.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah. They said, well, if you give this person a spanner, then, I just can't.
Who got the spanner and who left?
Yeah, well, you just have to see who hasn't been around my live chats for a while.
Oh.
That's some good drama right there.
Oh, yeah, that's good drama.
Story there behind that.
I think you could probably figure out by the type of dramas we've had in the live chat before. Yeah. I've tell people, look, I don't care what happens during a normal hangout that much, but we're having a guest. Lay off the fucking bullshit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to hear any personal bullshit in the live chat when a guest is here, and certain people just love to pull in personal drama every time they come in the live chat, and I don't.
You're giving us hints. You're giving us hints.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, but I mean, I'm
Getting
still friends with I'm still friends with this person, right? I'm like, look, I have no hard will. You know, you go your own way. Be my guest if you don't want to come around. But you know, I'm not going to sit here and read 5,000 paragraphs of you bitching at me about somebody during a hangout when I'm having a guest. You know?
Yeah, the Geek Room
Or-
just went through that. They had like a 2-hour show about some guy talking shit to someone in the comments section. And it was like all about just comments. That was it. It wasn't even on the show. It was just what happens in the comment room. So people take that shit seriously. A lot more than I thought.
But it's just a waste of time for the whole drama shit. Look at it. It's like
It is.
I've told people, look at if you don't get along with somebody in the live chat, then don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. That's it. I mean, it's and then like, well, you like drama. No, it's not that kind of drama. You know, I gave the fake G-Man a spanner just to watch the world burn.
It would be funny if that was actually G-Man.
He doesn't spell it like that. He spells a G capital M.
What if that was his sock account where he spells it with a lowercase m?
He doesn't have a stock account like that.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Are you
How do you
sure?
know?
How do you know?
How do you know? I want to know.
Yeah, let me know.
Because God told me in a way I can't be wrong.
How do you know?
Right.
And G-Man
Priest up there.
G-Man wouldn't say, "Oh shit." Just FYI.
How do you know? Maybe G-Man's
wrong
like a lot smarter than you think, Steve.
Eat meal. I talk to you every so often.
Ah.
Yeah, have Eat Meal come in here and then we can both talk and you'll see.
Yeah, eat meal. I got to wait till my account has been 30 days on Steam before I go through your shit. By the way. Yeah.
So when's the next rum and coke? That's all I care about. It was so hard not
It may
drinking
not be
that
for a
whole rum and
while.
coke.
Tomorrow I am visiting with Ruhif. He and I are gonna like spend the day together. Man stuff.
Oh, that's sweet.
Isn't
So
it?
cute.
Yeah.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Tuesday is this going on Tuesday? Something's going on Tuesday. I just don't know what. No, besides Talk Shit Tuesday. Shit. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So talk. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow is Tuesday. That's gonna be Ruhif. Wednesday. Damn it. I don't know. I have to look at my schedule. You know.
Must be nice to have a schedule.
I have a
I'm
little
starting to get one of
calendar
those.
thing I write
I'm
shit down.
starting to actually have a schedule.
Yeah, I can't remember shit anymore, so I've used Windows Calendar now.
It's been a while since I've actually had to write stuff down as a schedule, so that makes me feel good.
Why don't you just do it on your mobile phone and use Google Calendar if you have an Android? Or do you use like a flip phone still?
I don't have any phone.
All I have is a phone now. That's it. Oh, and I have Xbox too.
So are all these people that are subscribing to this channel? They found it off the post from G Plus.
I guess.
If that's the case, go make sure that you're subscribing to the Great Debate Community webpage too. That way you get notifications and you can be part of the forums. So here's the page. Oops. We fixed the email problem. So there's the page right there. Before we were having a problem with email, we weren't getting confirmation emails, but that's been resolved. Anybody who signed up who didn't get a confirmation email, if you can't log on, let me know. I can fix that. But I was manually assigning people passwords. You can change them as much as you need them. But go to the web page and then log in and subscribe to the page. So Adam says, I found this channel from the video on your other main channel. Okay. That makes sense. I guess this is my other video. We'll get to, hundreds of views, if not thousands of views. Most people will figure out eventually how to get over here. Now, I did change the little icon here for Great Debate Community icon. It shows like a blue default one. That has been changed to the Great Debate Community logo, but it hasn't updated yet. So that may take a data update.
Yeah, I just
Thank
did
you,
all my
Brian.
registering. All the registering on
Did you?
there. Yeah, it didn't take long. It was actually took like 5
Oh.
minutes. Do pictures. All
So you
that.
guys think this is a good idea? You like this already?
Yeah, I can't wait to see it like actually start working where there's no kinks, when everything runs smoothly. Hangouts, I want to see how that works out. That's cool because I like a lot of Hangouts.
Well, if we get everybody on board, like I said, this is a community project. This is a lot of stuff we have going on. A lot of balls are in the air. We've got the fandom wiki. We'll have the media wiki on the webpage. We're going to have the forums. We have the webpage. When we have this public access. So I need people that want to step up and be part of this. I mean, everybody that's in the Great Debate community is part of this. Obviously, it's a community effort. 800 members strong. Going to be 1,000 members here soon.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And once we have more debates, King Crocodile debate is going to be huge. He has 55,000 subscribers, and he plans to do a shout out video with Apologia's promo that could get us a pretty significant boost in subs, maybe, and also these other hangouts we're having with Kent may as well. I mean, look at Bill Ludlow's. That video has 5,000 views in just like 3 days.
Oh, that's cool.
That's insane for my channel.
Yeah, that's cool that they're all doing it on your channel too. They're not putting it, It's just cool. That
Eat Meal says, I'm super interested in making videos. I just don't feel like I have anything to offer. Do porn.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I was thinking too. I don't know what I'd do. So.
Yeah. It's always good fallback.
That's true though.
But I mean, I hope all channels get boosted up. What's that?
Yeah. Or you can just pop balloons. That's a
yeah. Well, you could make balloon animals, but then you could be that you'd be just like that creepy guy on YouTube years back.
The creepy guy.
Happy Cat. I mean, he's dead, so I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh yeah.
But Happy Cabby was one strange dude.
Yeah, I was watching some of his videos. He is.
He died, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He died in a hotel room of cirrhosis of the liver.
He partied hard.
He was a hard partier.
No, it was not because of drinking.
He did drink.
No.
Are you sure?
No. Cirrhosis of the liver can also be
hepatitis
caused by hepatitis, which he was confirmed did not have. And it can also just be caused by just being incredibly fat.
He was a big boy.
Because it's fat deposits in the liver.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a big boy. HT says, how does HT become president of the community?
Start your own community.
I will demolish this before HT becomes
No, the HT Wick should run for president of the United States, and the HT Wick will be president of the United States.
There you go. If Trump can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. I've spent 2 years building this community up, trying to get the foundations to where it can explode, and I think we're on that precipice. Either it will or it won't. Either way, we tried. But if it's going to happen, it's now's the time.
Yeah, there's no other community like this, though. There's no other community doing what's going on. Not that I know of. I can't say that. But
what's funny you say that, because Max Hangs Out said about the same thing. He's like, I've been around these communities for 6 years or whatever it was. He's like, I've never seen anybody do this kind of structure before.
Yeah, it's a smart way to get subs. It should work out and be cool. And then everyone's part of it. That's what I like also.
Well, it's either this or we can go the Ronnie route and just ban everybody and block everybody and then see
have 16
what happens.
views and
yeah. Oh, he's deep down. He's livid that I'm getting 300 views a video. I mean a live stream, and he gets 12.
But I mean, he is part of the community, right?
No,
he's not part of the great. They're not part of the great debate community at all.
G-Man is.
Okay.
Ronnie has never ever
he
joined. And I'm sorry, if you don't join the actual Great Debate community, I don't consider you part of the Great Debate community. Yeah. G-Man did, and that's awesome. Who else?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, who else did? Somebody else did either.
Antonio?
No, Antonio would never join.
Good.
One of the clown crew. No, Mr. Intelligent Design did.
Oh, I can see that though.
Yeah. But and I'm happy. I would let Ronnie join by all means.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
I mean, we can't be making videos, and he's not even. I mean, we can be making videos. He's not even in here. I just assume he'd be in part of the club, so then he could rebut, and it's actually going out to the masses and not just to his little echo chamber. But,
exactly. Adam Lore says, is there an official way to join the community? Yes, there is, good sir. The link is actually in the video description. I believe I put it in there, but I'm also putting it in the live feed. Boom, bam, there. Yes.
Yeah. You get an email back and everything. Activate your account. It's great.
This is HT says this is not a community. This is the hood.
That's all right.
Fair enough. This channel is the hood. I'll take that.
The hood's real. It's a lot more real than when you get.
Well, I just can't wait till somebody actually uses this channel for the first time to have an actual hangout.
Well, someone should do it tonight.
I don't care. See, it doesn't use my computer processor, right? So I don't have to run Hangouts 24/7. Let somebody else take the burden and have fun with it. You know? So as soon as somebody messages me, like I said, I probably prefer if they use OBS, but it's not going to be mandatory as long as they follow the rules. Make sure they have cameraman on, and make sure they don't invite anybody they don't know unless they can validate the account.
Yeah, because you'll be liable for any kind of anything, won't you?
Yeah, it would suck.
Yeah, but I trust everyone in here mostly.
Well, I mean, like some of the managers, because I have access to this account, they might have access to my main as well, which is fine. I don't mind. And if something happens, they can shut it down with a 30-second delay and actually, privatize it before anything happens. So most of them are skill hosts, so they know how to do this kind of stuff, right? They've had experience. PZ Myers have subscribed to you on YouTube on my new account. Thank you, PZ. See, PZ has 2,000 subscribers. He should have a lot more than that, I would think. Is that like his alternate channel? Or does he have a main channel that has more? I'm just surprised he doesn't have more.
No. I think people just watch this stuff. They don't necessarily have to sub to him.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I still have a hard time pronouncing his blog. It's Pharyngenia? Pharyngula. Yeah. See, I don't know why I have a hard time with that Pharyngula. Yeah. And once I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Pharyngula, but I always forget. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't remember what a Pharyngula is.
I know what a pharyngeal is, like a pharyngeal pouch. Is that something similar? Pharyngula?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's what we have Google for, boys and girls. Pharyngula.
Google is life.
Google is life. Dude, I'm telling you, if I could plant a chip in my head where I can have Google like implanted, you're damn right I would.
Omniscience.
You would be damn near, huh?
It's a stage in embryonic development of vertebrates. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. He's an evolutionary biologist, embryologist. So yeah, I can get that.
That's interesting. That's a good question, Steve. If you had mental access to to Google itself, right? Like, would you ever lose a debate? Because having knowledge doesn't necessarily mean you know how to apply it.
Right. You could lose a debate. I don't think you'd ever lose a Jeopardy or something like that. But oh, here we go. PZ says, yeah, Pharyngula is a stage of embryonic development where the Hox genes are being expressed and organs are forming, in particular the pharynx. And the Hox genes being the homeobox genes, which control morphological structures and where things are in the body, right? So, and the Hox genes are based upon the organizer. Then I learned what the organizer was by a book called Your Inner Fish by Neil Shubin, which, by the way, will be on the required reading list for the Great Debate Community webpage. Because we are making a list of things, and it's funny. PC had actually tweeted something today about Paul Davies, not being correct on biological stuff, which is a shame because I got to tell you, I actually used to read Paul Davies in high school back in like the 80s and stuff, and I really liked his books on physics, cosmology, really out there kind of stuff. But as time progressed, I think he diverged into topics that he just had no business diverging into, and I think it really diminished his standing academically, because I thought his physics was really interesting. He has some really novel ideas about time travel and stuff. Pisa says, yeah, the organizer gene expression is much earlier than the Hox gene expression. Yeah, there was a precursor to the Hox genes. Yeah. So I remember something. I'm not completely inept in this subject, just mostly. I'm not as bad as Ronnie, but whatever. But maybe we should get a list of books for the required reading list. The ones I'm reading, like obviously, like the Cosmic Landscape I'm reading. And then with some other good books. Oh,
yeah, I need a diversion from Flat Earth. Whatever.
Yeah. You got to read Dune. You can't be in the Great Debate Community if you haven't read Frank Herbert.
I've already read Dune. Surprisingly, I've read a lot of books. It's just not like philosophical books and stuff like that. A lot of just story books and like Tim Dorsey, Michael Moore, not Michael Moore, the other Michael Moore, the comedy writer.
Hey, PZ, if you haven't seen our Great Debate community page yet, I just posted it for you. That's actually our main page now. We do have a whole domain. We're going to be adding a forum in there. We're going to be adding another wiki page because we have the fandom wiki, but we gotta like, for technical reasons, we gotta have another media. So, but if you want to write something on your free thought blogs or Ferengula. I will never be able to get this right, PZ. I'm sorry. One of the words that but Ferengula, I can copy it over to the Great Debate and give you attribution and then link to your page if you don't mind. But I'm happy to do that. I mean, I like to include some of the stuff you write. I find it interesting. So, but we are going to have some technical writers as well. Obviously, like Ruhif. On his debunking of Dr. Tompkins stuff. Rational Mind is posted a lot of stuff. You know, obviously he's well versed in genetics. So there'll be some actually unique posting by technical people. What's that?
What about the philosophical stuff?
That's being taken mostly over by Max Hangs Out, and who has a master's degree, and also by Helen Handbasket. And I can't tell you what her academics are, but I can tell you she's smart and blows most of what you think she has away. So yeah,
I've seen her hangouts. She's good.
Yeah,
is Dee
she's
part
definitely
of
qualified.
GDC?
Is who?
Dee?
JD?
No, Dee.
No, DD has never been in a hangout of mine, dude. He's too scared to come into one of my hangouts.
I remember there's one that you guys were in one together, but it wasn't yours.
Right. And I've always said the same thing. I won't engage Darwin Deities in a hangout where he has mod control or that he's ever had mod control. I used to engage Darwin's back in the day on Nadia's room, and he's welcome to come in here, and I'll be happy to talk about the laws of logic, prescriptive, descriptive, uniformity of nature, whatever.
How to make spaghetti.
Yeah, eating raw spaghetti. I'll talk about any of it with him.
You see him? Yeah, he's trying to get his channel back up. Like, he's made a video a day so far.
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah. But he's just a broken record. It's
the same thing though.
Once you engage with him once, it's the same shit every single time, right?
Yeah.
Like, no Darwins. I'm a foundationist. I can tell you what I believe axiomatically. No Darwins. I don't think that I assume that the uniform in nature, has to. I assume uniform in nature exists because I have no reason not to, really. I mean, I have to live my life as if the sun's going to rise tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the whole constants and all that stuff. God.
He doesn't like my epistemic framework. He doesn't like foundationalism. He hates it because he's a reformed epistemologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did have something happen interesting today. A guy named Marcus Moody, I've never really engaged with him before, but JD had actually admitted that the Christian God isn't a necessity for quote unquote accounting for the laws of logic. Because I kept explaining to him, you can posit a deity that is sufficient to account for something, but first, you need to actually make it necessary that there has to be an accounting, which I don't think you can do. I pretty much subscribe to the principle of sufficient reason, but whatever. But I don't think you can demonstrate that they have to be accounted for. And if you even do that, you can't make God a necessity. It's a sufficient one, but it's not a necessary one. And he actually agreed with that. He's like, yeah, I actually agree with that. I was like, wow, that was easy. Usually the Christians would be like, oh, no, the Christian God is the only possible framework by which the laws of logic are accounted for. It is a necessity. No, it's not.
The minds are locked. It's sad, actually, to see that. Right. You can't allow anything else in because it'll mess with your whole worldview.
It's a little bit disturbing because how do you think that the Christian God is a necessity? How do you make that leap?
Well, just how do you grow if you don't allow any new knowledge in, really? If it's just you're locked into your lane and that's it. Anything else you're just going to brush off, even if it.
Well, that's why I stopped talking to that flat earther today.
Yeah.
Because when I asked him, I said, "Look, this is the test. Because I mean, I'm not going to sit here and explain to you field theory and what a gauge boson is if you don't want to learn anything. So I'm like, let me give you a test. 1 equals 0.9 repeating, true or false? And he's like, oh, no, that's not true. Okay, wrong. But I said, here's the test. I can explain to you multiple different ways why 1 equals 0.99 repeating. I'll show you algebraically. I'll show you with geometric progression. I'll show you with calculus using limits of a sequence or the definition of what's called a infinite summation. So I don't mind doing that, but this is mathematics. It's not up for arbitrary, oh, it's true or false. It is the way it is. You could prove it using multiple different ways, and you can also use Wolfram Alpha.
Yeah.
And he still refused to accept it, even after I showed him in Wolfram Alpha the formula for it. It's like lim goes to x to n, or x to infinity summation n1 equals k, 9 divided by 10 raised to the n equals 1.
Something.
Yeah, 0.99 repeating, right? Same thing. And I'm something along those lines. I'd have to like look at it, but yeah, it's lim goes from n to infinity, summation of n equals 1 to k, 9 divided by 10 raised to the k equals 1. I think that's what it is. But anyways,
Wow.
that was off the top of my head, so I would have to. But anyways, I said I'm not going to show you how this works if you don't want to learn anything. If you're a flat earther, you're just demonstrating to me that you're incapable of learning, because this is not up for subjectivity. This is like 1 + 1 = 2. You cannot tell me 1 + 1 = 4 because you're wrong. You're just unequivocally wrong, no matter if the earth is round,
they'll say,
or whatever.
Yeah, they'll say that. I've heard someone say this, that math is a Jesuit construct. It's like the Jesuits made math to hide, to make us deceive God or something like that.
Isn't that scary? Yeah, Brian Stevens says Wolfram is the greatest net tool ever created. You know what? No, Wolfram has saved my ass more times. I like Wolfram Alpha. I mean, that I have actually learned a lot about maths in the last couple of years just by going to Wolfram Alpha and playing with it.
I'll have to check it out.
But anyways, it's going to be a short hangout. I am going to be ending this. I just wanted to get this one started so that the first person that wants to use this hangout, I will spend a little 5 or 10 minutes with them off air, showing them how to do it and get them started. They can have any topic they want. I don't really care. They just have to advertise with their own way, post on the G+, whatever. But we have great things in store for the great community. It is growing. I don't want Hovind to be the primary focus, even though it's been nice having these hangouts moderating Ken Hovind's debates, because I think he's getting crushed. But I want to expand from that. I want to get people like Dr. Tompkins in here, right? I want to get Humphreys, who I have emailed, and he said that he would join us actually. That's what I want, right? Because I want those kind of discussions.
Yeah, Ken's a stepping stone to getting more legitimate guests, and it's progressively. I mean, not like Ken's legitimate. I mean, you've had PZ Myers, you've had a bunch of like actual legitimate people on it.
Hugh Ross, Fuzz Rana. Yes, exactly, by the way, exactly. I did watch the other day Fuzz Rana's debate with PZ Myers at the Ramada. I think it was quite good. I think PZ did an excellent job. I like Fuzz a lot. I really do. No lie. Sorry to PZ Myers. I think Fuzz Rana is a nice guy. I just think he's fundamentally wrong on a lot of things. He had a video out that we still need to do a breakdown of, but he was so wrong on so many different things, and it's a shame too. But he just was wrong. Rational Mind just went through it and found a whole bunch of errors, and I thought the same thing. For his understanding of transitional fossils, his understanding of phylogeny and cladistics, and I was just like, oh, come on, Fuzz. Dude, you're killing me, bro.
I see like all that stuff that Aaron Raw has been talking about. Like, I love his videos, the way he breaks stuff down. I look at that like as a form of math. Like, it's a truth. It's, there's a lot of like theories, or there's a lot of like assuming, but there's a lot of basis behind it. I mean, fossils tell you something, and it's like a book. There's information in a fossil that you just have to dig out, pretty much. And it's awesome when someone knows how to do that and actually say it to where you can understand it. And
Arn
I think all
hasn't
that
weighed
stuff's
in yet.
interesting.
I'm surprised Arn hasn't weighed in yet on the last debate, which the Bill Ludlow, which is surprising because I know that he recognized that Bill did exceptionally well. Although Bill did make one mistake, somebody else pointed it out, and I thought something was wrong too when I was listening as a moderator, but I spaced it out. But Bill made one minor error that he's corrected on his slides. He was saying that primates were asymmetrical, and there's not. Obviously, primates on the bilateral line down the middle.
Bilateral.
Yeah,
Yes, I even knew that.
It's symmetrical, right? So I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought something was wrong when he was like primates are asymmetrical, but it didn't really click for me. Obviously, that he should have said that there's a bilateral symmetry there.
Well, they got a lot of information going back and forth. If he messed up one thing and Ken messed up a shitload, I think that's fine. Got to have a room for him.
But other than that, I think he did amazing.
Yeah, that was a good one. I really enjoyed it. I was on my way to Georgia, and I listened to it the whole time. It was good.
Oh, so I guess Bill Ludlow just messaged me. He sent me this video. Oh my God! This guy named Soldier for Christ just put out a video called "My Talk with Dr. Kent Hovind. Steve McRae is a fool." FOOL capital, right?
Yeah.
And
Kent said it, or this the other guy.
And Soldier for Christ, he let's see here. How do I explain it? He was so awful on basic biology that a guy named Hunter Bailey, as you guys may know. Remember, you guys know Hunter? Hunter Bailey left Young Earth Creationism because of this guy. After I pointed out all his mistakes.
Wow, that's gotta be terrible.
Yeah, because Hunter back in the day was a Young Earth Creationist, and he said, "Hey, come on this guy's channel, Soldier for Christ, and we're happy to engage with you and show you why evolution's wrong." Oh, okay. This was years ago, right? Back when nobody even really knew my name. No. And I said, fine. And Hunter was impressed by I had answers for a lot of things, and it was showing why Soldier for Christ is wrong. And he left Young Earth Creationism. But this is like a 2-minute video. Can you play it? Because and here we can listen to the audio. It's only 2 minutes. So he's talking to Ken Hovind, and he's telling. I guess he's bad mouthing me to Ken Hovind. So can you play it?
Who, me? Oh,
yeah,
I'm on a phone. Can I?
I don't know. Can somebody come in here and play this video? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm on a phone, unfortunately.
George Meyer says, Steve, didn't you a while back say you wanted Eric Hovind to be a guest or in a debate? I've talked to Eric Hovind a couple times. He's been in here. Yeah,
he has been. Yeah, you've had some pretty notable people come in and out, but what I enjoyed by what you just said about Hunter is that there's been more people that have left Young Earth Creationists and come over to the right side. No, than the opposite. I mean, it just seems like something that doesn't happen nowadays.
Yeah, well, it's a rarity, right? Hey,
Very
Heavy Holler, can you come in here and play this video? Can somebody come in and play this video so I can listen to the audio? And because you guys won't be able to hear the audio. It's only 2 minutes, but I guess he's bad mouthing me to Kent.
Oh, I want to hear it. Dang it! And this is recent. This was like this just happened.
It's like right now.
Oh shit! Dang it! Come on, Heavy. Jump on in. We got a bear in here.
I want you guys to hear this too. I've not listened to this yet, so we'll be listening together if somebody come in here and actually play this video. Heavy Holler, can you come in? Oh, you want the link? Oh, I don't want to put it in the live chat because there's. Let's see here. I will send it to you directly, Mr. Heavy Holler.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Let's see if I can.
Heavy, do you want it on Facebook? Do you want it on G Plus? How do you want it, man? How do you want it?
I'm
gonna give you. I'll give you on G Plus first.
You want it in the front or the back?
That's the way I want it.
Any way you want it, that's the way you get it. Any way you want.
True Talk TV is now live, responding to an atheist experience fanboy. Okay.
Fanboy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the way this is all progressing here.
I'm working at it, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I have to do this is my livelihood, you know.
Yeah,
I'm surviving on this Patreon and donations and you know, if I can get PZ Myers to be a Patreon for $1 a month, I'm happy. You know, I'm $1 a month.
Yeah,
Patreon.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Come on, PZ, just so I can say PZ Myers is a Patreon of mine. That's all. You know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have time to put my makeup on or anything.
You
so
look beautiful.
This is what you're going. This is what you get.
You look beautiful. All right, let me give you the link here.
Okay.
I have not watched this yet. Again, it's called My Talk with Dr. Ken Hovind. Steve McRae is a fool. I love when people make videos about me. Lies the Devil made a video about me the other day. You guys see that? I left a little comment on him on one of his videos where he's claiming that he's seen the face of Satan in a jet fighter on a cover of a book called Combat Aircraft in Sam's Club. And I told him it's pareidolia. He didn't know what it was. And he made a 6.5 minute response to me. I'm like, really, man? Really?
Okay,
really?
how do I do this?
Oh, I don't know. Just play the video and see if the sound goes through.
I got it on the webpage. Now, if I present it, will it do sound? No.
You don't have to present it because it's just sound. We'll tell you if we can hear it.
I can play it through my speaker, but
if you have to do that one, that's fine.
I don't know how this is gonna sound. Okay, anyway, let me try this and see.
Yeah, I haven't had a time to respond to Theo yet. Theo Valentine from Lies of the Devil.
My name is Rick. I've tried to get a hold of you for a couple of years.
Oh, that was in the video.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Having watched your video series before.
How does it sound?
Great.
Where it really changed my life around and got me out of this bunk theory of evolution and all that. So at this point, I'm actually studying to be a Baptist pastor myself. So it got me on a good track now. Awesome. I just would also like to offer you any kind of help. I'm pretty good at editing and doing DVD stuff, menus, subtitles, all that. So, okay. It'd be free of charge, of course. If you could use my hand in any kind of thing like that, I'd be glad to help you.
Well, come down, spend a day or two. Our video place is in Monroeville, where we do that.
All right.
About 20 miles away. We don't do it here in house. We can't use good internet out here.
Okay, I see. That's out in Alabama.
Yeah. Well, come on down a few days and see what you think.
All right, sounds great. So just real quick too, before we go, this Steve McRae guy that I guess you've been like setting up debates with him a lot and stuff lately.
Yeah. Hang on, that reminds me. Hey Steve, have you uploaded the here?
Okay. I didn't know if you realized this, but not only does he ride your coattails to make a name for himself, but he really talks very disrespectfully about you. Basically when the debate isn't going on, he has little after shows and like makes a complete mockery of you. So.
Oh yeah, yep. Fools make a mock at sin, the Bible says. He's a fool. All right, no problem.
Thank you so much for your work.
Okay.
And, all right. I'll try to get down there sometime and I won't take up any more time.
Thank you.
All right,
thank you, brother.
What a fucking ass kissing piece of shit, man. What a fuck.
Big
fuck
secret.
him,
Yeah, Kent knows my position. I made it very clear to him that I'm anti younger creationist. I told this guy, this guy's a slime ball, this slave for Christ. I told you this before, but yeah, I mean, it's like, wow, what does he think? Hovind's gonna just go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing these things because I'm getting publicity off of him. He don't give a shit. He's used to the people calling him these things. What is he? I mean, the fact that I think that I'm not, I can't stand what Hovind does, and yet I'm still able to have hangouts and give him a modicum of respect as a moderator. That's amazing, right? I mean, that's what he's looking for.
Yeah,
so
Ken
I
brushed
mean,
that
I
shit
don't know.
aside, though. Hopefully he did. Hopefully he's not. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't take that to heart. It doesn't sound like it. Sounded like he brushed it off. So
yeah,
but that's fucked
well,
up,
I mean,
though.
some random guy that you don't know out of the blue calls you and starts talking shit. What are you gonna do, right?
For real. Oh, that's the first time they talked. Just out of
nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. Well, hey. Gotta have haters. If you don't have haters, you don't know you're doing well. So
yeah. But no, I mean, he, like I said, he knows damn well that I don't agree with him. And as far as riding his coattails, you know, I've had a channel long before I ever. Well, actually, I mean, I've engaged with Ken Hovind 2 years ago. He doesn't even remember. But you know, my channel is just growing a little bit faster now. But it was still a great growth rate throughout the year. So
and in reality, Kent's using your channel to get up too. So I mean,
I know, bingo.
Yeah, so what the hell do you think he's doing?
Casey's video that he got 15,000 views. That's the highest one he's had since he's been out of jail, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't care. And I told him that because he said, "Well, now your channel's growing, Steve. Are you going to donate to DAL, Dinosaur Adventureland?" And I was like, "Kent," I said, "You're getting just as much publicity out of this as I am. Let's be realistic here." And he's like, "Okay."
Well, you know, you said yourself it's like a two-edged sword, so it's on his side. It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, it is a two-edged sword. I've said that from day one. I'm smart enough to recognize it. Hovind recognizes it. All he cares about is he gets equal time and he gets fair moderation. And he's told me he's very happy the way I'm moderating. What I do in my own time, he don't give a shit. I could say whatever I want about him before and after the debates. He doesn't care. He knows that I have no great love for young Earth creationism, right?
Yeah, that's not a secret. That's for sure.
This little shit, ball makes a video going, Steve McCrae's a fool. Well, this little coward, like I said, I kicked his ass and on his own show, and Hunter Bailey was like, holy fuck, this guy does not know jack shit about anything. And he started listening to me. He's like, hey, Steve, can you tell me more about Big Bang cosmology? Sure. And he went to go look at this stuff. He's like, holy shit, I didn't even know any of this stuff was out there. Hunter Bailey is now no longer a young Earth creationist. So we do have an effect on people.
They're not going to let them know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is a good effect.
Well, and Wayne Minkus, it looks like he might be leaving young Earth creationism, and he was great friends with Ken Hovind. Wayne was a great friend with Ken Hovind, and he knows Wayne left young Earth creationism because of his, one of the reasons why, after he debated me and I showed him macroevolution was a real thing. Wayne goes, well, shit, if they've lied to me about this, what else have they lied to me about?
Well, see, the thing about Wayne, he has talked to Ken. On occasion. And I think they've had hangouts together, maybe?
Yeah, they hung out together in real life.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure that Wayne has. I know Minkus has. Minkus has been to the compound. Yeah, but I mean, this is a spiritual warfare to them, I guess. I mean, so it's like, okay, Kent, am I going to leave more people out of young Earth creationism that you bring in? Probably not.
Yeah, right.
But that's my goal. But he knows that. He knows the fact that this guy called is showing that he's getting there's a publicity going on there. He's showing that people are watching this shit. That's what he wants.
Kent just wants him to come over and like clean his toilets out of it at his compound. So
pretty much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Come join us. We got a room for you. Come join us.
Tyler says you never go to the compound Tyler says you never go to the compound alone. That's how they get you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Scientology.
You got to have a strong-minded person with you. Make sure that you don't get sucked in. Oh man!
All right, guys. Continue to do. Help us out in the Great Debate community. That means become a subscriber to the webpage, become an editor, become an author, whatever you think you want to do. Let me know if you're of an interest to be a manager of this channel. First come, first serve. I think Helen is going to probably be the first, but we'll see. Share the videos. That's the biggest thing to do. These debates, especially, share them on your medias. Share them on Facebook. Share them on G+. Share them on Twitter. Get them around, especially Bill Ludlow's, because that was just so damn good. So damn good. That deserves to be in a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I've seen people on Facebook still talking about that.
Yeah, and it's trending.
I actually might listen to that tonight again. Yeah,
well, hopefully it'll bring people to the Great Debate community. That's the goal. I'm not pulling any punches. The goal is to grow the Great Debate community. So,
and I saw that Harry Alexander's back. I think he's itching to get on to Matt.
Oh, in the Great Debate forum. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm bringing this to a close. So thank you very much. Continue to migrate over from the other channel. Like I said, continue to post these things, and I will keep you posted as things progress. Sound good? All right. Thank you for the
Sounds
for
good.
joining us on the maiden voyage of the Great Debate Community, quote unquote, public access page. And with always somebody gets the last word, even on this channel, or at least while I'm moderating. Tony, you get the last word. Take it away.
I'm just good that I can tell my grandkids that I was here when this happened. You know? And Heavy, your traps are looking nice, man.
Huh?
Your traps. Your traps, man. You looking built.
Trapezoids.
Your
Well,
trapezius is.
He's flirting with you. All right, we're out of here, guys. Good night.